shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes. In your eyes, there's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown,
This is Dustin Gardner. He's a comedy theorist, an award-winning, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally going to become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's me. It's Dustin. Dustin, where are you going? Just trust me.
Dustin, you slow down.
Dustin, you're a goddamn Einstein.
Dustin's right. You're a certified genius. I think it's a great idea. Thank you, Dustin.
Yes, I swear. On Dustin's mind. Dustin's mind.
Dustin. Dustin.
Dustin! Can you hear me?
Dustin!
Dustin.
Dustin! I know everything Dustin's saying is
What?
totally delusional.
What?
Dustin.
Why? Stop saying my
I'm
name.
scared, Dustin.
I'm scared now too. Sean, we're live. We're live.
Dustin, that's all.
Dustin, seriously? Dustin, your compass has gone from wonky to wonky.
Your compass is going to be the wrong still. Thank you, Keegan. And Keegan always brings it home. Am I right, Sean? With the very positiveness. He always says, way to go, Dustin. Attaboy.
Attaboy, Dustin.
Isn't that nice? Man, Keegan, you think Keegan was really like, boy, Dustin's really going to enjoy this one. What he said? You think? Do you think, though? Because I don't think that it probably crossed his mind. But now I all of a sudden have just started imagining that maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he did. It seems like could have.
Yeah.
Now that it's in my mind. Hi, well, welcome to Meltdown Island.
I mean, you're pretty
Surprise.
You're a pretty memorable personality. I'm
Thank
sure
you,
he
buddy.
remembers you.
Good or bad, am I right?
Good or bad.
I mean, how could anyone ever forget what I would assume is the audition of a decade? I don't want to get crazy and say edition of the century or anything like that, but definitely of the decade. When I ran into him at Seven Brothers Bar, and I said, very inebriated, said, hey there, Keegan. I hear you're doing one of them new movies, one of them new police movies. We Are Cops? Nope. A police story? Like, he's got like 3 or 4. I go, nope. And finally he goes, oh, Police Academy? And I go, yes, a Police Academies. And then I go, you gonna need, I lean in, because it's loud. you gonna need one of those sound effects guys. Remember? Uh-oh. Do I hear helicopters outside? That sounds like we're surrounded, Keegan. Just think about it. Okay, have a good time in the restroom. I think that went well, you guys. I think that.
He excused
And
himself from your audition to go to the restroom.
It was over. My audition was over. I was wrapping it up, as it were. Sam Anderson's in the house. Yes, it did. It did happen. And Keegan-Michael Key, that guy who was pointing at the end, Key and Peele. He was the anger emotic person for President Barack Obama's hidden anger or suppressed.
His inner. Huh.
Hi, Sarah. This is the wonderful Anderson family. You may remember them from such episodes as Roses and Thorns. What's up, Sam? Sam's got hit songs.
Hello, Sam.
He's a good singer.
Congratulations on your hit song.
I'll have to send them to you so you can hear them.
And Dina.
Oh, hello, Dina.
Hey, Dina. Sarah's here too.
Yep, Sarah Anderson. That's their mom. And when it was a week you were here, and I was taping up my head, and Sarah was in my live, and I was like, "Hey, what's Maddie and Sam doing? You guys want to do an interview?" And they're like, "Okay." And then that whole show came together, and it's our number one highest viewed show right now.
Huh. Okay.
Well, it was a pretty good edit. It was a pretty good edit, and it's for the kid. It's for the kids. The kids like it.
Yeah.
Kids like me, and the kids like me. Thank you. Oh, hi, Sarah. And then this is Sean, my buddy. He's my comedy friend and partner for quite a long time in my lifetime.
Hi.
He's written musicals for me where I find the cure for cancer, and then me. As I play a doctor. I find the cure for cancer, and then they try to kill me and steal the idea. Of course, classic. Everybody steals from DUSTiN. Like everyone loves Raymond, everybody steals from DUSTiN. Hi, Sean. I thought there was a real helicopter flying over just now. So you're saying I'm not wrong. I hear you. Thank you. It was a surprise audition. I'm also not surprised that I've not heard back from him. Yes, he's from Detroit, and I got the pleasure of being his friend. We watched a car accident, helped people out. We were good Samaritans.
Yeah, you were.
He got us backstage for Mad TV.
Did he really?
And here we are. Yeah. Oh, dude, he let us walk on stage while they're filming. So we're backstage, right? We're in his dressing room, and I'm just like, so thinking that the show hasn't even started, right? When we walk out of there, we follow him. He's like, follow me. We walk around this big square of thing, curtains, everything. I'm like, oh, this is show business. Look out. And all of a sudden, we stop. He goes, just wait right here. And I'm like, isn't this neat? My mom, dad, and everybody's here.
God.
Oh, yes. I hadn't slept. We flew, so I didn't sleep at all because I was so nervous about everything, let alone here we are now on behind the scenes on TVs. And Keegan's like, goes from standing with us and then walks on stage, and all of a sudden he's on TV and he's doing like Sesame Street or something. And I'm like, the show has already started, and there's people, like a whole balcony of people and stuff. And I'm like, oh boy, I just don't know what's happening around me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Shaw. It's really Sean, but I don't know why. I don't know why. He does not. That's very nice.
It's a
Yeah.
character.
It's pretty awesome.
Buddy. You know that.
I do know that. If anyone knows that, I know that. You're right. I guess. Hi there. Welcome to Meltdown Island, where we're just two guys playing two characters of ourselves, and we're talking about life as we know it. Yes, we're a little closer to the cameras. But you know what?
What?
I was hoping you would know, because I asked, do you know what? Well, we're here to discuss the melting of the world around us and see if there's any way out that we can come up with. We're here to comfort one another during the tornado fires of Europe that we are feeling together as a family should. A world species of humans, as it were. What's that? Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming.
Well, we might have Sam on next week. He just dropped a single here about a month ago and probably needs to do a little promotion. And I'll be honest with you, We've become a hotbed for promoting music right now.
Huh.
Sean.
Wow.
Sean. Thank you.
Wow. It's all I ever wanted to be.
I mean, aw, it's all I've ever wanted. It's a mashup song I've written in my head that I haven't really done out loud yet, but it involves Elton John's bum bum ba-dum blum blum dun, and then it involves Led Zeppelin's. So that hard drum over that piano part with the Rolling Stones guitarist from Can You Hear Me Knocking? Can you hear me knocking on the door? So all three of them songs I think will be a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's hell of a vision. Is it still
you saying
called
I'm having visions of hell, or
is it still called having a vision if it's something that's going to be heard?
Yes, because you have the vision before it manifests itself. Ooh, there it is.
All right. But the
manifestations.
But the inspiration is still auditory, right? So
it's mindatory. I've heard it. Then what I do is have a beautiful mind, and I pick out pieces from the ether, and then all of a sudden they all come together and put this, and it's a vision in my head that I can see and audibly hear myself, though not sure because I never put them together. Maybe it won't work.
All right.
But I somehow have done it in my head, and it sounds great.
Okay. I was just curious.
You don't seem that impressed about visions.
Yeah.
Don't you have some visions of your own self? I mean, haven't you written a movie that's currently being reviewed by Amazon.com?
Yes. Yes, I have, buddy.
How's that work?
What?
Why do I gotta say it all angry? And how's that work for you?
Hi, it works. It's working fine. It's working fine.
How are you, Sean?
I'm okay, buddy. How are you?
You are okay?
Yeah.
I'm based out of...
I was suddenly distracted.
Ahead,
I was just suddenly distracted. I got up in my head about something. So I'm sorry. I'll be more in the moment.
What did you get up in your head about? What's going on in Sean's world?
No, you brought up that Amazon thing, and then I was trying to think. I still owe Mikey something.
Ooh.
Movie related. So
ooh.
I got distracted by that. So,
well, that's okay, but as long as you know what you distracted by and what you got to get on, because you got to get on it.
I got to get on it.
Because you know why? It's only going to be positive stuff for you.
Right.
I know what it feels like. Here's the thing here's something. Oh, based out of Detroit. Real quick, Sam Anderson's question. Let's answer a question. Detroit. Currently, Sean's in LA. Sean's also moving closer to the beach, where the what I assume is the toxic radiation from that power plant in Japan, when they leaked all that and it's come all the way across, and then it's probably going to hit that beach, is what I'm assuming, where Sean's going to be living. And I'm nervous for his life. I'm going to be honest with you. This happened this week, Sean. I started worrying, but as we've learned 3 weeks ago, the more we worry, the less bad things will happen. Is that how the saying, Sean?
It's the what was it? 80% of the things that you worry about do not happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you choose to worry about something, you are basically creating a mathematical situation where that thing that you're worried about is now only 20% likely to happen.
And if you're just walking about not worried, I ain't got a worry in the world, doopy-doop, look at me, I'm doopy-dee-dooing right along.
It's a fun song.
80% chance bad things are going to start happening to you.
Right.
And if you choose to worry...
Well, see, I don't know.
If you choose to worry,
okay,
I think that percentage goes all the way up higher to the 80% more.
So anyway,
It's something I've been basing my life on recently, and it's worked out. What were we talking about?
I don't know that, just as a disclaimer, I don't know that we have the statistics for the number of things you don't worry about that don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I would imagine that's pretty high too.
I've been super worried about crypto for the last month, and guess what? It's turning around.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
how about that, buddy? Good for you.
Just more personal proof, false positives for myself.
Good for you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a relief.
Boy, I was really going to jump into something. I was about to launch into something. And then I forgot it when I said Detroit. Dang it. What was it? It was going to be great.
I don't know.
Dang it. It was something about you and doing something.
Being at the beach.
Oh, that's right.
The radiation.
So, that's right. Glad we moved on from that, actually. Sorry about that. But that started happening. I started worrying for you this week, Sean.
Oh, great.
You're welcome.
So then it won't happen.
Oh, yes. It is an umbrella policy. Yep. The worry umbrella. Maybe that's your new book. Oh, the worry umbrella. We also have the idea for I call it the Forbes 500. I don't know what I call it. Maybe at 500. But it's a murder mystery where the top 0.1% start getting taken out questionably. It's a movie. And all of a sudden, we come to find out it's much like an Agatha Christie novel. It's everyone is involved. Everyone did it. We all did it. And then there's a love story at the end for Sean. There will be a butler issue. Yeah, there will be. There will be. There just has to be, right? Sure. It's really trying to think of 500 ways to creatively, I don't want to even say it, but you know what I mean.
Make people disappear.
Make people disappear by killing them in a movie. Okay, I said it.
It is a movie plot that you are pitching.
I am pitching. I constantly am pitching it. I wish I'd write it. I still don't like that other 20%, though. That's why you got to worry extra, Dina. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
I start worrying about that 20%. Guess what? 20% disappears. Hands are clean.
Or 80, can't find it. Or 80% of it disappears. Mm-hmm. Leaving only like 4%.
I don't even know.
80% of 20.
Okay, that'd be okay. You're talking so about a good solid 4%.
4%. So right, that leaves 4%.
So right.
So then you got to start thinking about that 4%, worrying about that.
Froze up, everyone.
And it keeps shrinking.
One of your streams is having a connection issue. One of my streams. I'm assuming that it's Sean's.
Could be mine. I am on the West Coast.
And I'm over here in Midwest in a peninsula surrounded by water. And here we are talking on the internet in real time, Sean.
It's crazy. It's pretty fucking crazy.
I don't even know how planes work. I still ride on them. Don't have to know everything, though I do try.
And boats. I mean, they're so heavy.
If you take an umbrella, it won't rain. Oh, see there? Our umbrella policy definitely already has a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I do recognize that in my brain now as being a thing I've heard. 4%. Don't know. Still a probability.
Well, that's what I was saying, Dee. Then you got to start thinking of that 4%. It'll never get down to zero, but if you keep worrying about that, it'll get smaller and smaller.
They also say pi never ends, and I've run out of pi many times. So you go tell me how that works, science.
It doesn't. It doesn't work.
Thank you, Sean. I just needed to rehydrate. Now I'll speak for the next hour straight. Hi there. My name's Dustin. This is Sean Hanlon. We are Meltdown Island.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're doing
the only show that allows us to talk about things anymore because we've been outsourced or grown. We've outaged our. What do you call it?
I don't know what you're trying
We're
to say.
We're old.
Oh, we've outlived our
Too much mess.
usefulness.
Or we've been taken over by younger, hotter versions of ourselves in different ways.
Right.
Let's face facts. All of my dreams have already come true from friends of mine.
And Matt,
What dreams, you might ask? What dreams, you might ask, Sean?
what dreams are those?
No, that's right. Okay, what about the map?
I don't know.
Okay, fine. So, Tim got to be on SNL.
Yes.
I know a couple people who got to get on SNL, but Tim, he got to definitely live that dream.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Fredley, he definitely lived the dream of meeting the Beach Boys.
Yes.
Because he plays in that band.
And Lionel Richie.
And plays with Lionel Richie. That's just everybody's dream. Just to say, hey, Lionel Richie, I'm kind of easy too, like a Sunday morning. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
But I'm kind of easy too. I could be tough too, but I'm pretty easy. Like a Sunday morning. It's no big deal. Oh, Sean, I'm a bundle of nerves, bud.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Well, my roommate had what I don't even know what you call it, a backslide, backwards in his progress, and that was very, very difficult to deal with yesterday, 2 days ago, Sunday, and also yesterday, and then yesterday as well. It's a little more difficult than one would imagine, I assume. Because I try not to imagine things, but then my mind just takes over, and I'm imagining a whole new world.
A whole fantastic point of view.
Yes. Is Andy okay?
They're doing construction in the building somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
They are.
I don't want to assume that Andy farted that loud, so I'll go with the construction thing too.
No, remember, it was a couple weeks back.
I remember.
Too.
I remember all of the talk of excuses.
Oh, my God.
JK, I remember construction in your building.
Yes.
That's why you're moving, right?
I mean, that's not the primary reason, but...
Have they done radiation tests of the water?
I don't know.
Like a pH test? Like, you know what I mean? Putting a pH balance in there to see if it's radioactive?
I think... I mean, that's also another reasonable suspect. But in this particular case, I can assure you...
It was Andy's...
that it was
tooting her own horn, as it were.
Tooting
her own
just construction happening on another floor.
That's what I said.
But thank you for your concern, everybody.
Dina's boy, and Dina's great.
Dina's great.
Where you gonna be in a month? August 8th.
Me?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be on the beach.
That's a Monday. You know for sure on a Monday you're going to be at the beach.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be, even if I'm at home, I'm going to be at the beach.
Ooh, this son of a gun, everyone. This son of a gun wanted to be like,
what's
in your wallet?
Have I shown you a picture of
no,
what's out?
No, you haven't. As a matter of fact, no.
All right, well, let me just show you this picture real quick.
You know you have a Meltdown Islander barber in California who does barbering at a barber place that is fancy that you can go to.
Up in Sacramento, right? She's up in Sacramento.
You don't think that's worth it?
That's a long drive.
I actually have no idea. So yes, I am definitely playing into my knowledge of it. Boy, that's so nice that Anderson family was hanging out and is here possibly. So maybe we should just send Sam a link and have him join us now. We can talk about a single now. Since we're just rambling about nothing, you're going to show me pictures.
This is out the back door of the complex.
I can't. All I see is smudge, smear, and light. Now give it a tilt. Tilt downward. Tilt more downward. Tilt even more. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Those stairs there lead up to our apartment complex.
Is that Andy?
That's Andy's arm. That was Andy's
And
arm.
then who is the other lady?
She was the property manager.
Uh-huh. And you think I can afford rent there too?
Oh.
Like just off the top of your head, just guessing.
Probably not.
You're such a naysayer. That's a 6-hour drive for a haircut. Seems like it'd be worth it to support an islander. That's me. I'm island centric.
This is the hot tub.
Go ahead.
That's the hot tub.
Tilt. Can I get a tilt on? Can I get a tilt? And that's your guys' private hot tub.
That's it's not for our private. It's for our complex.
Anyone else rich enough to live there as well? Wow. So you could be rubbing elbows with some people.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Fill up that tumbly, bumbly, rumbly in your stomach.
That's right.
Good. So, how's the ice? How is the ice doing?
What?
Because right now we're in the part of the cycle of the Earth where it rotates and it starts freezing on one side, supposedly, and starts melting on the other side. That's something I had to learn was like, oh, one side's always melting, though both sort of are now, but one side's always melting. And the other side sometimes used to freeze hardcore. They found a pyramid. Do you know that?
Yeah, I have heard that.
They found a giant pyramid on the South Antarctica pole. Makes you wonder. It's like rain on your wedding day.
Yeah, I mean.
Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, no.
Examining the world around us or the melting thereof of our island Earth, of our little island Earth there. That looks like a lot more continents up there now than there used to be.
Well, it's still.
I feel like
it's still early in the melt season because the melt season goes all the way through September. But the white is actually solid ice, and
solid as that ice.
And the blue, I mean, the extent is still. I mean, it's still well below average. But it's only like the 8th or 9th lowest of all time. But the extent doesn't consider the volume. The extent is just actually the circumference. And what you got to take into account is the volume, too. I mean, it used to be that big chunks of it were what they called multi-year ice, like ice that was just piled on previous year's ice. But now there's
frozen mosquitoes, all that kind of stuff.
No multi-year ice now.
No, I saw your eyebrow go up right there.
Yeah.
Are you questioning your own intelligence?
No, there's just, I mean, it's just, there are no areas where it just is piled up like that anymore, where it's ice. It's been there for thousands of years. It's all relative. It's all new ice.
New ice?
Yeah.
Is that like new Pepsi?
Exactly.
Or new Coke?
Exactly.
Just not as good. Just not as
good.
Not quite as good. Well, as we're always trying to figure out where we're at on Meltdown Island, this would be a day. Just a day, right? Just another day in the island.
Right. But
go ahead.
But there are heat waves around the whole world going on right now. I mean, the whole northern hemisphere is gripped in a heat wave.
That's true. I heard that about England. They were like, it's too hot. And we were like, what you talking about? How hot is it? And they're like, it's like 20 degrees. And I'm like, it's like 80, 90 here. So get over yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the arrogance.
So anyway, it's supposed to get up to 104 there today or something like that. And it's like the hottest it's ever been in the history of them keeping track.
Well, and they don't have a big, long history either.
Yeah, the United Kingdom.
I couldn't even get through that one. Because I knew I was lying.
But a lot of their because it's temperate, because the climate's so temperate there, a lot of them don't have air conditioning.
Why would you? It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in England.
So it's gonna be tough.
Isn't there that famous song, The Sun Never Comes Out Over England? No, it's always kind of foggy and hazy. In England, in Sweden, in Finland, in Norway, and Iceland, it's always half a day. I got this somewhere.
You know,
I don't know if it was
there's something there. There's something there for sure.
Thank you. You are the sweetest sometimes. Sometimes you can be the sweetest.
I mean, that could be a fun TikTok for sure. Clip.
Don't be thinking about gray. No way. Not this summer
Too far
ring.
now. It's too far now.
Really? Summer ring. That's funny. All right, on to space. Guess what I got, Sean?
What?
So you know that picture we all saw, that big globular cluster thing?
Yeah.
Remember?
So
the thing. Go ahead. Talk about it.
It was the side view of a solar system or something like that.
Mister, I've looked it up this week because we didn't know that last week. But it is the side view of one of them white dwarfs, kind of like what our sun's going to do. Mm-hmm. And the other sun that's in that white dwarf area is illuminating all of the clouds around it. But did you know that that's a picture? Okay. Right?
No.
So it's a digital 4K 5G picture. Who knows? And some sort of number and letter combination. It's a picture. What do you do with a picture? What you do is you zoom in. And now I'm going to show you how far away that is through the magic of video. Is she done brushing her teeth?
No, I'm telling you, it's construction.
Okay, you want to keep that story, then I'll go with it. Don't look at that guy, but that's Jupiter through different spectrometers of that thing. So that's Europa. There's the giant spot, right? There's another version of it that's colorful. All right. So now watch this. So that's the sideway view of what would be. So now we're zooming in. We're just going to keep zooming in, Sean, because it's billions of miles away. Yep. Look. Yep. It's happening. You're zooming in on it. I know. It keeps going, Sean, for a long time. Those are all galaxies. Those are all universes with millions of stars in each one.
Wow.
Look, it's getting closer. Yeah, we ain't there yet. Oops. Is that my own camera trying to figure out what's going on? Look, there it is. As we're zooming in. Isn't that amazing?
I'm gape-jawed.
Gape it up, bro. Mind the gape. Now. So the next thing you're going to see that I'm going to show you is something that they discovered. So this is what it would look like. and we're seeing the side of it. We're looking into it, right? So that's what it would look like from the side. Now watch what happens. Yeah, that's what would be happening, but we're seeing a picture of it. So right here, minus this guy, right over here, where is it? There's a universe. We're going to be looking at it sideways instead of looking at it flat. They have found a universe in front of this that is remarkable when you see it in real-time size. It's over here. It lives up in this little corner. We're going to get to it 1 second. Just take in the majesty that is space right now, just to appreciate that you're alive and seeing this. Because let's not look at that guy. Let's get to the thing that I want to show you. Okay, here it is. So here we go. I hope it's playing. It is. So right there, that's a sideways universe. And that's how big it is compared to the energy that is being dumped into space. And then over here, it's, well, right there it is still. You can't lose it on the one picture. These are two different photos. But look at that. Where's it at over here? They're going to show you here in a second. There it is. That is a sideways universe that is in front of the magnitude of these white dwarf collapsing. Supernova. It's a supernova you're looking into. And there it is. There it is. In the other spectrometer. Ain't that nuts? That's something you would have never seen with the Hubble photo.
Never.
There it is.
Hubble's a joke.
Look at that. Look at that, though. It's just unbelievably big. See, when you go sideways on a universe, doesn't it look like we're kind of like already in a black hole since it's flat like that? That's what I think. We're looking at but that's quite the shot there they got.
Wow.
It's quite the shot.
Wow.
That 4K, huh?
Yeah. Amazing.
HD, bro.
Amazing.
High def. Amazeballing. Because that's a pretty amazing shot as well. Because look how big the supernova is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wonder how many Earths in that little galaxy that is probably ginormous. That we could probably never escape from. We could probably never escape from this little universe. And that is also happening next door to it. It's got to be bright and crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing is look at the detail. Look. You can see the like, you can see ripples in the clouds. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's stunning.
So try to look that up, a zoomed in version of that or something.
I mean, I've already seen it. I get it.
I'll send you a video. I don't. Oh, Mister, I've already seen everything. Okay.
I mean, I'm ready to see something new.
But essentially, they can do that at any point of the beginning. That's the crazy thing. This part here, they can essentially zoom in anywhere. So they've got quite a lot. We haven't even gotten to this red area. And the other thing is, everywhere that's black is space. It's a lot of space. If that's a lot of galaxies, that's a lot of space.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Thank you.
It's hard to wrap your head around.
Some say you can't.
True.
I'm not one of them people.
I am one of those people.
Sean.
I can't get my head around it.
It takes a strong man to admit that, but
Well,
it takes a strong man. I could see how Andy's attracted to you. It takes a strong man to admit their weakness, their stuff. their stuff.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, seriously, thank you. What else did I have to show you? I sent you a picture, I believe. I'm gonna have to look that up right now because it's a Twitter thing. But while all of this is happening and ice and all that stuff, and we have to check out this Twitter account called @CelebsJet. And you're like, what's that important about? Well, that's why we're here on Meltdown Island, to figure that out. So we put @CelebJets. Now, they just follow. What they do is they go around and they just follow celebrities that use planes. Like, here's their, it's automated as well. Isn't that fun? It's automated. Okay, so Steven Spielberg's jet landed near West Hampton Beach, New York. Flight time, 24 minutes. So they show you the path and they show you what happened. Steven Spielberg jet, 75 miles, which is an hour drive, right? He got there in 24 minutes. Flight from 2 different airports, 204 gallons of jet fuel. That is 100 or 1,300 pounds of jet fuel. At jet fuel cost $1,400, 2 tons of CO2 emissions for that one flight. Kenny Chesney, boy oh boy, they basically they follow all celebs. Steven Spielberg from Trentbury, New Jersey. The one that I guess caught everyone's attention wouldn't be Oprah Winfrey. It wouldn't be Blake Shelton. It would be your girl
Tay-Tay?
Kardashian.
Oh.
The youngest Kardashian, which is one of their names. Boy, this is a couple days ago because there's a lot of celebrity flights within a day, I'm noticing. And they're all private jets. That's the other thing. They're only flying themselves.
Yeah.
So it's
crazy.
Celebrities private jet locator. Okay, so Travis Scott, he's jet landed near Los Angeles airport. Flight time 59 minutes. From Van Nuys, California to where? Near Los Angeles.
I mean, Van Nuys is near Los Angeles.
But they're flying from
one Los Angeles airport to another.
And that's what the Kardashian was promoting, is the fact that it only took her 15 minutes to get to Travis Scott's house from where she lived. And it would have taken 45 minutes to drive, but it's so much easier when you have your private jetty fly you. Floyd Mayweather's jet landed in Las Vegas. Approximate flight time, 10 minutes. It used 85 gallons, $600 cost of fuel, 1 tons of emissions.
Wow.
Yeah, it's shocking. Floyd Mayweather. Yep, there's another one. I guess he's out doing some promotion. He took a 4-minute flight. Las Vegas, Nevada. Flight time, 4 minutes. And it used $300 cost of fuels. 0 tons. 4 minutes is less than a ton of emissions, though. That's a positive. So if we learned anything, if you're going to fly in a private jet, go only 5 minutes or less. I think that's what we're learning.
Wow. This is stunning.
Yep. Puma, Jay-Z's jet, took off from Seattle, Washington in the U.S., and then it landed in Eugene, Oregon. Flight time 47 minutes. I think there was a show in Eugene, Oregon, because that's where Travis Scott went as well. So they must have been there for a show. And, Seattle, Washington to Eugene, Oregon, at least that's 2 different states. At least that makes sense. And flying. Steven Spielberg must be up to something. He's flying a lot. He's doing a lot of traveling right now. It's wild. There's a lot of 2 days ago. All of these that I'm talking about have only been within the last 2 days. So I haven't even found the Kardashian one yet because that one was the one that broke loose earlier this week. Because again, if you're going to be rich and you're going to be crazy with it, keep it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be bragging about it. Not Kylie Jenner. Here it is. Kylie Jenner's jet landed in Caramello, California. Approximate flight time, 12 minutes. That's the one. And it took off from Van Nuys, California to Caramello, California. Let's see. It shows a map here. Let's see. So she flew from right over here to right there. 14 minutes. Look at all that time she would have had to drive, though. And then probably there's traffic.
Yeah, no,
I know I don't like traffic.
That would have been an unreasonable drive.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
34
It
miles.
has.
It's 34 miles.
Got there in 12 minutes. It would have taken at least 45 driving. Let's face facts. It has their registration number. This is all public knowledge, I guess, because that's why they're able to do it. So anything that pops up with the registration number that they already have, they be tracking that. Wild, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's the only way we can examine
it.
The
numbers are clear. The top 10% have caused the bulk of the problem.
Are we in the top 10%?
No.
Of the world?
No. Oh, I mean,
sometimes
even so, our carbon footprint is greater than probably most of the people living in Africa, China, India.
Drake, he went to Stockholm. I get that. I get taking a plane to Stockholm. I get it.
Right.
A private plane? You can't take some more people with you?
Yeah.
You can't take some more people. You can't take some business people or, mothers. I don't know. I guess I have a mom, so sometimes I get, oh, here's another Kylie Jenner landed near Palm Springs, flight 29 minutes. So she really only travels by private jet. 17 minutes. Here's another one. Kylie Jenner's been, I guess she had to visit a couple of different friends the other day. This would have been how many days ago? 6 days ago. Yep. All right. Well, when we wonder what's going on, this is one of the things. Oh boy, Kim Kardashian's jet landed in New Jersey to go see Pete Davidson. Of course, it was 4 hours and 20 minutes. Come on, 420. Come on.
That's almost too perfect. I mean, that's the kind of thing where if it was written in a script, you'd be like, come on, that's unbelievable.
Come on. Pete Davidson and 420. Are we a little too on the nose?
Right.
Well, this is everybody's favorite part of the show. This is the part of the show where we sit back, kick off our shoes on the flight. Maybe that's why they take private flights, because they want to have their shoes off. Because I know you're not supposed to have your shoes off on a flight.
Right.
This is Roses and Thorns.
I mean, yeah. I mean, airports suck, and flying commercial airlines is miserable.
Talk about it.
But I mean, that's super selfish. Using planes like an Uber.
It's called FU money. It's money where they can just use it and say, I don't care, F you.
Yeah.
So basically, when you get over $500 million a year, you should be taxed 90%. because our minds don't get really up to 500 million. We don't get it, but we're like, oh, okay. Because anything over 500 million is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like having a frosting cake. It's just too much frosting. Let's scrape some of that frosting off for the rest of the world. Some people ain't even got no frosting. I'll never forget the rice thing, bro. The rice thing stuck. It stood out. Where 1 grain of rice equals to $100,000. And then they're like, so here's $100,000. Here's $1 million. So that we got 10 grains of rice, this little circle. And then here's Elon Musk. And then they go, bags, until he's got a mountain. And then you see, oh, there's those 10 that go to $1 million. Oh, there's one rice that's 100,000. I ain't even got a rice. I ain't even got a piece of rice. And when I do, I give it away to my ex, apparently. So maybe I shouldn't have rice. But ultimately, neither should he have a mountain of rice that you couldn't breathe if you were under. If you're under that rice, you would be not alive. Maybe that's one way for the movie. For someone to die by rice.
A thorn to all the people hoarding the rice.
Thorn to rice hoarders. Which now sounds like a good reality TV show, though.
Rice hoarders?
Mm-hmm. You can hear it. You see it a little bit. It's called a vision.
Even though I heard it.
Thorn to you for confusing the vision issue. I'm going to have to rewind to the beginning. Yep, for this one.
I don't know. I say a rose to me for being inquisitive.
Don't stop that critical thinking. This was a test that you just passed.
Seeing biases in the system.
Biases.
That's my special gift.
Ooh, I love when you fucking now he's blowing his own horn. I love it. I love when you're like self-confidence. It's a beautiful thing, Sean. Oh, I do now because you made me believe it.
That's all I've ever wanted. Just to make somebody else.
I'd say, no, that's my song. If you didn't, I know you don't even remember, but that is the song that I was talking about earlier. It's all I've ever wanted. Boom, boom. That's the song that is super mashed up. Now I'm going to have to rewind to that. I didn't think we were going to have any callbacks today, and all of a sudden, 2 right away.
Surprise.
Well, that means it's going to be a good Roses and Thorns. I didn't think, I was like, nah, guess we ain't going to do Roses and Thorns this week. It's been a crap show.
Thorn.
Rose to, okay, Thorn. I can accept that. Rose to space.
Yeah.
But also, with every rose has a thorn. Thorn to space. It's too big.
It's so big.
It's too big.
It's incomprehensibly
it's too big. Can't get around it. It's over 500 million.
Insanity.
Rose. Though we do want to stop the insanity.
Because corporations are not people.
Well, that's the truth. They're just not. I know that they trolled us. They trolled our Supreme Court by presenting their case as Citizens United. Versus what? I don't know. But now we have to go in and say Humans Together versus Citizens United. Like, that's what we're going to have to do to sue them to change the law. Although I don't know how that law will ever change because this current Supreme Court, part of them are the ones that also made corporations people. So corporations have more rights than humans. Guns have more rights than women. Oh, it just doesn't feel right. It feels like we're in the upside down. Is Andy in there banging her head against pots?
A thorn to the construction going on in my building that has been so disruptive.
I'm testing our pots again to see if we can cook tonight. Sean, Kong. Honey, I told you there's no leaks in the pot. Okay.
She likes to bang her pots.
Kong. Yeah. I love her.
She's delightful.
Tell her that's only a JK. She knows that's only a JK. I love her.
A rose to Andy. A rose to Andy for sure.
Rose to Andy. By any other name, it'd still be a rose. I think is how they say it. I don't know, though.
I don't think.
Never really said that one out loud.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rose to you for knowledge about things not being right.
Thorn
for you for rubbing them in my face.
Thorn to the guy who gave me my haircut this week.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention it. That's why I did want to be positive and mention that you could possibly get a haircut at another place. And now I'm going to have to rewind that one.
Here's another callback for you.
Which, again, I just did not see happening during this Roses and Thorns. I didn't see one callback. Thorn to me for not having the vision to know that there's roses ahead.
Right.
I'd like to give a rose to our viewers. And I feel like we had some early comments, some heavy commenting that definitely fell off. And I want to give them a rose nonetheless, Sean.
Well, a rose for sure. Always a rose. But, you know, it just goes to show how compelling the conversation was that people just had to listen and take it in.
You think that's what happened?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that that's the way you see things. That's nice.
No
wonder it's nice and sunny out behind you, and I have this puke green wall behind me. Man, it's just like you have a different outlook on life.
I do, buddy. I think I do.
I'm wearing a black hat. Am I the bad guy now? I'm wearing a black hat. You got to look for signs. You got eyes. I'd like to give a thorn to my brain.
Okay.
But also a rose because it's beautiful mind.
Yes.
I'd like to say to the government directly, get out of our vagina. The collective human vagina.
Right.
Get up out of it. You don't belong there, government. You belong on roadways. You belong. Oh, I'll tell you this. Here's the other new one. Ready? Licensed politicians. We have licensed doctors. We have licensed plumbers. We have licensed tooth care. We have licensed everything. Name something. Electrician, licensed. Name something else. Pool instructor. Got to have a license. Name something. A mall. They got licenses. What doesn't have a license? Being a celebrity? Don't need a license. No. Okay. Being a politician? Got to get a license. You got to pass a test. You got to have insurance in case whatever you decide on your own against the will of America that costs us as humans, we are allowed to then sue you and your license and your insurance for the decisions you've made. Maybe that will stop some more of the extreme both sides from thinking they can run the world when they are just really causing trouble. What do you think of that idea? I'm now ready for your take.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a great idea, but for it to happen, it's going to be
Thank you.
It's going to have to be implemented by the politicians who are not going to be motivated to do it.
They're not. We've already decided they're not going to be motivated to do anything.
There it is.
What's the next step? But they're not going to be motivated to do anything. So what is our next step that we have to do we have to start a petition? Like a petition?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that'll make people like come together and then it'll catch on to the news and then blah, blah, blah.
Theoretically, yeah. But a petition.
I love theories.
But a petition for what? I mean, you can go to some website and start a petition.
Change.org.
Yeah. And start a petition that's largely inconsequential. I mean, you could also petition to have a law added, a citizen referendum to
I'm listening
create
to this.
a law.
What is this? Is this a real thing that you're talking about?
Yeah.
How's this happen?
I mean, because technically,
we gotta go.
That's how marijuana came to be legal in
That's what I was gonna say. We'd have to go stand in parking lots, get a bunch of people to sign things all over the United States.
yes.
How would you sign a petition? This is for you. It's for you, not for.
I mean, you'd have to do it state to state. You'd have to do it state by state, and every state's rules are going to be different.
State by state, ooh baby, do you want a better government?
I mean, it's designed not to be possible.
But much like Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber, you're saying we got a chance.
A thorn to you for your optimism, but also
Hey,
a rose.
go ahead. Delicious.
A thorn to you for trying to make me care, but also
You do care.
a rose.
Because I can see that you do care.
Some say
Sure.
Some say too much.
Yep, because you might want to hide it. You might want to lash out at someone else, Karen, because you know what? Ignite that fire that burns inside of you, much like the burning of the top of a volcano.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. This has been, what do they call, the Meltdown Islandiest.